Today we are going to talk about the art of language learning. Welcome to Mind Matters Expert. For centuries, humans have sought to expand their knowledge and understanding of the world around them. One of the most fundamental aspects of human communication is language, and the ability to learn and speak multiple languages is a skill that has long been prized by scholars, travelers, and business professionals alike. However, traditional methods of language learning have often been slow, laborious, and, ineffective, leaving many learners frustrated and discouraged. In this video, we will explore a new approach to language learning, one that draws on the latest research in psychology and cognitive science to reveal the secrets of rapid and effective language acquisition. The question of learning. The question of how to speed up learning has been a long-standing one, and one that has fascinated scholars and researchers for centuries. How can we learn more quickly and effectively, and what are the underlying principles that govern the learning process? Research has shown that the key to rapid learning is not simply to accumulate more knowledge, but to understand the underlying cognitive processes that govern the learning experience. By understanding how the brain processes information, we can unlock the secrets of rapid learning and apply them to language acquisition. Principle 1. Focus on relevant content. The first principle of language learning is to focus on language content that is relevant to you. This means paying attention to language that is meaningful and useful to you, rather than simply learning abstract rules and vocabulary. When you focus on relevant content, you're more likely to remember it and to be able to apply it in practical situations. For example, if you are planning to travel to Japan, it would be more useful to learn vocabulary related to food, transportation, and accommodation, rather than trying to learn a large number of abstract words. So, focus on language that is relevant to your goals and interests, and you will find it easier to learn and remember. Principle 2. Use language as a tool. The second principle of language learning is to use language as a tool to communicate from day one. This means, using language to express your thoughts and feelings and to connect with others in meaningful ways. When you use language as a tool, you're honestly more likely to learn it quickly and effectively and to be able to apply it in a wide range of situations. For example, if you're trying to learn Spanish, it would be much more effective to practice speaking with a native speaker rather than simply studying grammar rules and vocabulary. So use language as a tool to communicate and connect with others, and you'll find it easier to learn and apply. Principle 3. Understand the message. The third principle of language learning is to understand the message before you get the words. This means really paying attention to body language, tone of voice, and other non-verbal cues, and using these to understand the meaning of what is being communicated. When you understand the message, you're much more likely to be able to acquire the language unconsciously and to be able to express yourself in meaningful ways. For example, if you're listening to a conversation in a foreign language, try to pay attention to the speaker's tone of voice and body language, rather than just trying to understand the individual words. Pay attention to non-verbal cues and try to understand the message before you get the words, and you will find it easier to learn and apply. Principle 4 is all about the physiology of language. Now, this means recognizing that language isn't just about intellectual understanding, it's also a matter of physical and emotional experience. When you understand the physiology of language, you're far more likely to learn it quickly and effectively and, to express yourself in truly meaningful ways. For instance, if you're trying to learn a new language, try to pay attention to the physical sensations in your body as you speak and listen, and really try to connect with the emotions and feelings that the language evokes. So, understand the physiology of language and connect with those physical and emotional sensations, and you'll find it much easier to learn and apply. Principle 5 is to understand the importance of state of mind. This means recognizing that language learning isn't just an intellectual process. It's deeply connected to your emotional and psychological state as well. When you're in a positive and relaxed state of mind, you're just naturally more likely to learn language quickly and effectively, and to express yourself in ways that really matter. For example, if you're feeling stressed or anxious, it helps to take a few deep breaths and relax before you start learning a new language. So keep a positive and relaxed state of mind when learning, and you'll find it much easier to learn and apply. Based on these 5 principles, we can identify 7 key actions that will help you learn a language quickly and effectively. These actions are, well, listen a lot. Pay attention to the rhythms and patterns of the language and soak up as much as possible. Try to listen to native speakers whenever you can and notice how they use the language in context. Next, get the meaning first. Understand the message before you focus on the words, and use non-verbal cues to guide your learning. Pay attention to body language, tone of voice, and other cues when listening to a foreign language. Then start mixing. Be creative and start combining words and phrases to form new sentences and expressions. Practice speaking and writing in the target language as much as possible. Use a toolbox. Begin with simple vocabulary and phrases and build up to more complex language as you gain confidence. Try using flashcards, language learning apps, and other helpful tools. Get a language parent. Find someone who can communicate with you in the target language and will help you understand and practice. A language exchange partner or tutor can make a world of difference. Copy the face, pay attention to facial expressions and body language, and try to mimic how native speakers use their faces and bodies to communicate. Practicing in front of a mirror or with a partner can be really helpful. And finally, direct connect. Link new sounds and words to existing images and memories, and use this to build a strong foundation of language knowledge. Try using mnemonic devices, associations, and other memory aids to help you learn and remember new vocabulary and phrases. So, we've explored the 5 principles and 7 actions that underpin rapid and effective language learning. By focusing on relevant content, using language as a tool, understanding the message, recognizing the physiology of language, and cultivating a positive state of mind, you can unlock the secrets of language learning and honestly become fluent in a new language in just 6 months. Whether you're a traveler, a business professional, or simply someone who wants to learn a new skill, these principles and actions can help you achieve your goals and unlock the power of language. Thank you so much for watching Mind Matters Expert. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to watch more interesting and informative videos.